Hello, everyone. My name's Lisa. JJ Movie Such as reviews everybody, and I want to give you my ranking of all the Jason Bourne movies. I just seen a new one recently, and so you call this top 5 Bourne movies, that ranking of Bourne movies, whatever you want to call it, worst to best, whatever. So, going back to Jason Bourne, here's the thing: of all the freaking Bourne movies, none of them are bad. They're all fucking fantastic. I love the Bourne series. I loved it. I loved the first movie when I saw it, and I saw the first Bourne movie that I saw was the Bourne Ultimatum. And so I was a little confused, but then I watched every single one of them from beginning to last, and now I'm going to do a ranking. So what is my least favorite of the Bourne series? And it has to be the first one, the Bourne Identity. At the Bourne Identity, we get this thing where a man who is basically who got out onto a boat, injured, shot, and what's his backstory? It turns out that he is a spy and he's working for a government agency, CIA government agency, and his code name is called Treadstone. We get meet Jason Bourne, played by Matt Damon, a confused guy who doesn't know what he has done, doesn't know why people are following him. He's just trying to find pieces of his past and learn about everything that's going on with him and why he's killing people. Also, we get a love interest called Marie, who is Jason Bourne's love interest. They go on a run together. He just meets her along the way. He saves her. If the government goes after him, they go after her, so she's been marked, and now he has to protect her. And they develop some kind of love, and she's his basically new home. She's basically him to say that he's a good guy and all that stuff. What I did not like about the Bourne Identity was the love interest. Here's the thing. I don't care that you have a female character with Jason Bourne, Matt Damon running around at the beginning of the first film, but you had to make him a couple that fucking quickly? No, you did not really have to. You're gonna meet a total stranger, and the next couple of days you have sex with him? No, come on. The Bourne Identity, I enjoy. I just wish they would have saved it to the end, or reveal in the next movie that they are together, they've been together, and Jason Bourne's trying to do a new life. And the main thing and the fight scenes were good for its time. I don't think it was the greatest fight scenes. I think my favorite scene of this entire film, and probably one of my favorite scenes of the entire Bourne series, was Clive Owen, the assassin, the asset, who's trying to take down Jason Bourne during this little farm thing, and Matt Damon takes him out with just a barrel shotgun from a farm, and I just love Clive Owen's freaking last words to him. Look at us. When he sees the blood, look what they make you give. And I just love that fucking line, and I'm just interested more in Clive Owen's character right then and there. I'm still waiting for a spinoff for Clive Owen's character in the Jason Bourne series, but it ain't gonna happen. So Bourne Identity, number 5, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. It's an A- film. I love the Bourne Identity. Number 4, and everyone's gonna hate me for this, is the Bourne Ultimatum, the most overrated Bourne movie. Here's the thing: Jason Bourne, after the Bourne Supremacy, he's still hunting down the people who have, sorry for spoilers, but who has killed Marie, and he's still trying to get back his identity. He's trying to figure out why he was in this government. He finds out more that Treadstone was a stepping stone for Blackbriar, which was the original program, and we finally learn the reason why Jason Bourne was into this organization was because he fucking volunteered. All this time for the movie that he was taking forever just for to see about this, the big shocking reveal about his past is that he just volunteered. Granted, I found it very interesting, but overall it was a big letdown. Basically, the new Bourne film, it replaces that. They just discussed it for 5 seconds, and that's it. You know the entire plot line of the Bourne Ultimatum. You can skip the Bourne Ultimatum because it doesn't really mean nothing. In some cases, other than a different organization called Blackbriar. That's about it. And also Pamela Landy makes an appearance is in this one. She's the supporting cast with Matt Damon. What I like about this, Julie Stills, I believe that's her freaking name, she is back as Nikki. She's been since the first Bourne movie and the second and now the third. I liked how technically she's like a damsel in distress, but she is on the run for helping Jason Bourne. And I really do enjoy her character at the end. I think the ending goes pretty dang nice also. Bourne Ultimatum was a good way, just Jason Bourne revealing to the facts to the people of America and the people of the world that the government is responsible for a lot of bad shit, and he reveals that very much in the Bourne Ultimatum, and he shows the corruption of the system. And that's what I loved about the Bourne Ultimatum, but ultimately his own personal backstory that he volunteered, what could have been wrapped up in freaking 10 seconds, is a waste to me. I still give it a 9.2 out of 10. It's an A- film. I enjoy it. I like it better than the Bourne Identity, but it's not my favorite Bourne film. My third favorite is right now Jason Bourne, the new movie that just came out. Here's the thing. They have revealed a lot more stuff into the Jason Bourne character. What I love about Jason Bourne in this film, he's a man who's haunted. The entire idea of the entire movie is who Jason Bourne is. Is he a killer? Is he a patriot? Is he a traitor? What is he? What is he in general? What does he want to be? And I loved this one, some of the new additions. This one assassin that Jason Bourne is being hunted down against. Apparently, he was in prison for 2 years because of Jason and freaking Bourne, because he released all the information of Blackbriar, and so that shows right there how the Bourne Ultimatum affected this movie, how other assassins, other freaking agents in the field, how they got how they were compromised, and how it was Jason Bourne's fault for bringing that down. And the fact is, a lot of Jason Bourne has made a lot of enemies, and this assassin wants to kill him, and he's calling him a traitor. And I don't want to spoil how Jason Bourne, what's his personal history here, but it's also revealed more fact about his family backstory. Julie Stiles makes an appearance as Nikki. Nikki returns. I actually do like, my favorite scene is probably the motorcycle chase scene in freaking Grease. That was freaking amazing, and overall the conclusion of it, and that was freaking amazing. I just loved it. I loved the Vegas car scenes, fight scenes, but what I loved about this film was his story. The story was awesome. It just revealed about who Jason Bourne is as a character. Tom Lee Jones was awesome as a villain. The assassin, like I said, it was freaking awesome. It has backstory with Jason Bourne a bit. And also the new girl, Heather, who's like this analyst who's basically replacing Tom Lee Jones, or going to be the replacement of Tom Lee Jones, to work for the CIA and all that stuff. And she's a strong, independent woman. She is a great freaking character. She's not a dummy. She knows how to play the game, and she's an excellent character. Overall, I had a great time with the Jason Bourne film. I'm giving it a 9.3 or 4 out of 10. It's my third favorite right now. I enjoy it tremendously. They had a great deal of action, great deal of drama. And some people say, oh, well, we've seen this all before. Well, of course we've seen it all before. It's Jason Bourne, but we got more backstory into this character, and it makes me want to see the next film if there is going to be another one, Matt Damon, because I'm interested to see, because the ending kind of left a question mark of what Jason Bourne will do, and think it'll be a very interesting take if he does what this one woman wants, and I believe it'll be a fucking amazing film if they do it. So what is Jason Bourne? That's the real question of Jason Bourne, the movie. Who is he? Who does he want to be? Who is he, and can he ever be that person again? If my personal opinion, Jason Bourne is a patriot, but he's a broken man. He doesn't want to kill no more. He's struggling throughout this entire film, and I love the Jason Bourne, the new film. Way better than the Bourne Ultimatum, in my opinion. Way better than Bourne Identity. Two overrated Jason Bourne films, but the Jason Bourne movie, I enjoyed really well. Great film. Now, everyone's wondering, where's the Bourne Legacy? Where is fucking Bourne Legacy? Well, Bourne Legacy is number 2 for me. Here's the thing why I like the Bourne Legacy. I know a lot of people just hate the Bourne Legacy just because, Matt Damon's not in this. Oh, no, not enough action sequences. Here's the thing what I love about the Bourne Legacy. They explore so much more about the organization that Jason Bourne's into. You know how Jason Bourne was working for Treadstone? Well, apparently the person who made Treadstone, and one of the persons who made Treadstones, there was another person that helped him create Treadstone, but it created a different agency called Outcome, which they reveal also in the Jason Bourne new movie, The Files. And Outcome is another agency that's connected to Treadstone in a way because they both have the same training programs that they have a little bit differently. We learn about the chemicals, how they try to make their soldiers, how to make their spies, their assets, their assassins, their assets to basically be the ultimate super soldiers in some cases. They give them drugs to be smarter, be faster, to keep them up all night. And what I love about this film is not that just Jeremy Renner is in this. There's multiple characters in this one, and it's a whole different points of view. We got Rachel Weisz's character, who is basically a scientist for the freaking organization. She is just trying to, she's just there for the chemistry. She's there to help the freaking people. She's there overall just to help the entire agency to be better. And when everything, because the events of Bourne Ultimatum affected this film, Bourne Legacy, because when Jason Bourne revealed all the documents, all that stuff, Outcome, The people who made Alcon decided, we have to eliminate all the people who are created in this. We can't let nothing leak back to Tread, so they kill. So they're trying to kill off all the scientists, all the people that have started everything. Rachel Rice's character, and also all their outcome agents, which is Jeremy Renner's character, and I absolutely enjoy him as a character. His name is Aaron Cross, and I do enjoy him. We get a little bit backstory to him, that he wasn't the brightest person in the world, and these drugs helped him be better, and now he doesn't want to go back to it. It's a nice, interesting backstory. I love the locations. I love the like the snow location. Oscar Isaacs has a little cameo in this. Edward Norton's great at his direction, at just how the government is like, okay, just burn the program, burn it, and it's just a lot more involved with the government, how they are viewing things, how they're shocked by certain things, how Rachel Rice's character is staying in, looking at the civilian point of view, and to me, she's a better character than Jason Bourne's female character in the first movie, Marie. I just love Rachel Rice's character in this one. She's, like she said, she's there for the science, but she's caught up in this mess because the government is trying to kill her and eliminate anyone who ever experimented with the drugs, so there will be no fucking trace. I love this. This brought so much more into the Bourne series, into the Bourne films. I mean, this just showed more about what the government agency does. It shows what different labs they have, not different labs, different organizations that they have into this government. We see how they work out, and overall a very realistic stance, and we get a little hint that Jason Bourne was there, and because of Jason Bourne, all these agents are affected, just like how they mentioned in Jason Bourne, the movie, how that one assassin was in prison for 2 years, and because of Jason Bourne revealed these facts. Well, because Jason Bourne revealed these facts, all these agents in the Bourne Legacy were killed off, and Jeremy Renner is just trying to survive in this film. So Jason Bourne did a whole big shit, but it affects everything in the Jason Bourne film that we see some consequences, and we see in the Bourne Legacy. This is the Bourne Legacy is the consequence of freaking the Bourne Ultimatum, but it shows so much more detail into this entire franchise, and I just loved it for it. Granted, all the characters, like Rachel Rice's character, Jeremy Renner's character, Edward Norton's character, they may not be the most entertaining characters, but they're very humane, I want to say. You could really understand where they're coming from, and I just really think they're freaking awesome. Unlike Jason Bourne, in some cases, who's fucking like a superhero. I mean, this guy is just fucking amazing, but for the Bourne Legacy, I just absolutely loved the entire plot line, the characters, how everything's a cause and effect, and I just love the rich detail that they brought more into this film instead of just showing a complete action film. Shooting here, gotta escape, okay, fucking car chase. I just love the detail into this film, the Bourne Legacy. Bourne Legacy is easily my number 2 favorite. I'm getting a 9.5 out of 10. I love this film. It's an A film. The Jason Bourne movie, number 3, I gave 9.3, 9.4, it's an A film. Now, my ultimate favorite Jason Bourne film, the Bourne Supremacy. The Bourne Supremacy is a fucking amazing film. People are like, oh, the Bourne Ultimatum is the greatest film. No, the Bourne Ultimatum didn't got a lot of great detail. They didn't get a lot of great stuff, in my opinion, for this plot, other than he fucking volunteered. Bourne Supremacy, sorry for spoiler alert, but it's that Mary dies. The love interest that he has, Matt Damon, has died, and now he swore revenge upon this agency. We learned about Brian Cox's characters in this, and he's such an amazing villain in this one. Carl Urban's assassin. Jason Bourne's going after everyone who knows about freaking Treston. Is this the beginning? And we're also dealing with the fact of how Jason Bourne is affected by the killings that he made. Just like the Jason Bourne film, the new one, in the Bourne Supremacy, he's affected about his first kill and how he left a little girl an orphan. And my second favorite scene in the entire Bourne series is when he is apologizing to one girl about the death of her family, and I just thought that entire scene was fucking amazing. The fight scenes were awesome, the car chases were awesome, and here's the thing, if everyone loves the car chase at the end of the Bourne Ultimatum, well, it's nearly the same car chase in the freaking Bourne Supremacy. It was basically the same thing. Bourne Supremacy, to me, got Jason Bourne it just went off to a whole new chart. This film was fucking fantastic. You see Jason Bourne torn up in every single emotion that he can. He's happy with Marie, then he's saddened by Marie. He's disgusted by himself for what he has done, and then we see the not other enjoyment that he takes in hurting people, but the ultimate satisfaction that he's willing to take these people down. And he is just a man on a mission, and there is no hold bars. This is just straight up in your face, brutal, emotional, and I just fucking love the Bourne Supremacy. It's number 1 to this day. Again, Number 5 is the Bourne freaking Identity, 9 out of 10 A- film. Number 4 is going to be the Bourne Ultimatum. I enjoyed the film, 9.2 out of 10. A little fucking overrated in my opinion. Jason Bourne the movie. I know a lot of people don't like this as much as the other Bourne films, but I believe it's better than Bourne Identity and Bourne Ultimatum. Jason Bourne, I gave a 9.4 out of 10. A film, love it. The Bourne Legacy, deeply underrated. This film, Bourne Legacy, was fucking amazing. Enriches the characters, and not enriches the characters so much, it enriches the entire universe of the Bourne series. I see how everything works, and I just fucking loved it from the beginning to end. Love that film. Bourne Supremacy, you got your favorite character, Jason Bourne, in the most emotional, kick-ass way he could possibly be. And this was just fucking amazing. The Bourne Supremacy, easily number 1. So yeah, everyone, that is my ranking of the Jason Bourne movies. I know a lot of people are going to disagree, and a lot of people are going to hate me, and but dislike section to say, oh, Bourne Legacy's on the top, the Bourne Legacy's in the second top. No. We love the Bourne Ultimatum. We love our action scenes. We love our little bit of plot. I mean, I love when series just expand more upon certain characters. I love how they expand more about the universe, about different organizations. I just love that. That's why I love the top 3. Jason Bourne the movie had a right amount of storytelling, right amount of action, great. Even though the Jason Bourne thing had a slightly more freaking action in my opinion than the storytelling, but still, very great film. Bourne Legacy, that was all storytelling in my opinion. There was a couple action scenes I did enjoy, and if I have one gripe about the movie, it's the final fight between Aaron Cross and the Asset. I did not enjoy that. I wish there was like a fist fight between them, but sad to say did not. And the Bourne Supremacy was great amount of storytelling, the best action, the best emotional moments. There's nothing I could say. It's a near perfect film for me. 9.7, 9.8 out of 10. I just love that fucking film. So everyone, that is my ranking of the Jason Bourne movies. Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe if you like. Disagree down below. Comment down below. Let me know. Respect my opinion. I respect yours. And just let me know what you think or how you feel, everyone, about this fantastic franchise, the Jason Bourne franchise. Or the Bourne franchise, whatever you want to call it. Alright, everyone. Lee signing off for good day, everybody. Bye.